Hello, welcome back everyone, and despite losing the second game in our last episode against Palermo, we have carried on our winning run to date, including a 7-4 win in our last game. Can we continue it on camera today? Let's find out. Welcome to the Sicilian Defence. Hello and welcome to episode 5 of the Sicilian Defence. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have games against Vitebese in Serie C and Covenz also in Serie C. Vitebese at home, Covenz, I spelled that wrong, couldn't I? Covenz away from home. And as you'll see from this screen, last time you were with us we had a 2-1 loss to Palermo. Isco scoring in that one, but losing 2-1. Since then we beat Potenza by 2-1. Reginaldo in injury time in the first half, and Rizzo in injury time in the second half, winning that one for us. A 4-1 against Vibonese. Teramo, a 1-1 draw. Ternana, who we played earlier in the season, a 7-4 win this one. Let's have a quick look at it. And yeah, interesting game. Mazzarani give us the lead after 8 minutes. They equalised after 15. Dall'Aljo and Reginaldo scoring 2 goals, 16 and 28 minutes, giving us a 3-1 lead. They made it 3-2 after 31 minutes. Then we made it 4-2, 5-2. Lavarone getting one in injury time in the first half, making it 5-3 at half time. And then we scored twice more, making it 6-3, 7-3, and then they got a consolation goal after 87 minutes, making it 7-4. High scoring game, that one. So we move on to today. I don't think there's a great deal going. We are on the 23rd of December, so we're fast approaching the transfer window, which we'll see what happens. We've still got no money, but we do want to try and offload some of these high-paid, overage players. Do I say that? I hope they're not listening. And move some of them on if we can. But obviously we want to try and keep the quality, because despite them being quite old, they are playing quite well. So we have to be careful in what we do in that transfer window. So we want to bring some quality in, but obviously A, reduce the wages, and B, reduce the age somewhat, bring the average age down. So without any more to do, let's go through to our first game of the episode against Vitebese. And this is the team that we have selected for this, our first game of the episode against Vitebese. Santoro continues in goal. Pinto, Clayton, Tonikai and Albertini, our defensive line. Rizzo comes back, albeit he's not 100%, I noted. Can play 75 minutes, so he's reasonably fit. Mazzarani moves into midfield, which is quite interesting. Piccolo and Masso are attacking wide midfield. Pecorino and Reginaldo continue as our attacking force on the bench. We have Confetti, Silvestri, Pivanello, Gatto, Zanini, Menar, Saro, Calpai, Rossia, Santarino, Pellegrini and Welbeck are on the bench. So let's go through to the game and see how we can do against Vitebese. Beat them earlier in the season. They're currently 16th in the table. Should have probably had a look at the table, but they are 16th, and they They're near the bottom. This game, we have a game in hand now over the team above us and below us. Barry are still in first place. We can narrow their lead, which is currently 8 points, down to 5 points if we win today, and we will currently open the difference between us and Juve Sabia to 7 points if we can win today's game. So Pump Fist, you've been on a good run lately. Go out there, impress me. Didn't have the effect I wanted, and so we're going to have to pump them up in a different way. That's had a reasonable good thing. Nobody a faith that you go out there and do. It's had a mixed effect. This that's not done the job either. Santoro. So there we go. Have a reasonable amount of pumped up, motivated, etc, etc. Right, we have the screen up here that we want. Pinto throws it into Piccolo. Piccolo has his shot blocked, and they have picked up the loose ball. We need to get back quick, defend this. And it's well defended by Rizzo, who's back in the side today. Piccolo coming forward now. He's been outnumbered though, but he's sort of won it back, but didn't go very far. And they're looking for a bit of space, but it's given away. Rizzo picks up the loose ball. It's headed down to Reginaldo. Reginaldo looking for Pecorino, and Pecorino can only fire it at the goalkeeper, who had come out to meet it somewhat. So well defended, I guess. Clayton will pick this up, this loose ball, and it's come to nothing. Yep, some of the games played earlier in this, we're now what you're seeing is live. Half an hour gone and not getting the incision that we want here. We're going to encourage the team. Do we go to attacking? We've had the better of this half. I'm tempted to go to attacking at least till half time, just to see if we can open this up a little bit. Albertini picked up a yellow card. Now they have a free kick, so is the attacking bit going to bite us on the bum? Oh, Piccolo, he's tackled twice there and won it back. So you can go for a third attempt, maybe not. They are on the counter, and we need to be very careful not to let them in. And they've got space, and ooh, I think Santoro put that wide in from the corner, and Santoro plucks that out of the air. So he's having a good game today. A corner from the other side this time. Headed back across and blocked on the line. Get a second chance at this, and headed clear by Albertini. Pecorino on the break now. He's got somebody in front of him, Reginaldo, but Reginaldo is way offside, and it's half time. And they come back into that later in the game, as you'll see from the XG, doing nothing, and then all of a sudden, it's just one thing it could do is on this line is actually show us sort of times, because you can see they picked up towards the end of that half. We have 2 yellow cards, which we need to sort out. We're going to go back down to a positive, just to avoid any problems. Going to point the finger. Not happy with that performance. Need to pick it up in the second half. These two. Pump Fists. Rizzo and Albertini. We need to calm down. Everybody else is motivated. We're going to just drop a no, we're not this time. we'll go with that for now and hope that we can see a way through in the second half here. Tonakai now picked up a yellow card as well. Frustration creeping in, and lots of shots, but not really making an inroad into, as the 70-minute mark comes up. Time for us to maybe a bit more adventurous. I'm going to berate the team because that seems to do wonders sometimes. Right, time to have a look and see whether we need to make some changes, because there are a couple of players not playing well. Masso isn't playing well. We can bring Gatto on out there. Mazarani isn't playing his best. I wonder whether if we swap a Masso and Mazarani around and then bring that may be why. Let's do that for the minute. And who else isn't affording us the best of games as it stands? Nobody else. We'll go with that for the minute. Right, Pinto with a throw into Pecorino and back to Pinto. Pinto's now going to go inside to Rizzo. Rizzo to Pavanel. Mazarani to Albertini. Albertini crosses it back to Rizzo. Rizzo's evaded and he's basically waited for everybody to decide what he was going to do. Decided the options were limited and thought, well, I'll have a go after all. And plumps it in the back of the net. Rizzo here. Evades the tackle, thinks about it, nothing on, well defended, so let's have a pop at it ourselves, and a good goal. As they launch a counter-attack now, and we need to be very careful. Well blocked, but they still have it, and come again. Second wave. Oh, well, Torino, well, that was... Santoro was doing something very weird there. He saved it, which I thought was good. About to say, well, that's brilliant, but maybe it's time for Santoro to have a rest. What the heck happened there? Bizarre. Put that one down as a bizarre goal. That is really, really weird. So we come again. Rizzo gets his second goal of the episode, and it's a good goal, I have to say. Very, very good goal. And I think with 75 on the clock, it's time for us to think Rizzo again, just this time very direct, very straight, and let's not let this one go. Having scored 4 minutes last time, we let it slip, so Piccolo is apparently tired. We're going to a couple of shouts for these guys. Tonakai, Clayton and there are the two confirmed shouts for them, and we will make the changes on the board. Let's have a look. Right, Pecorino isn't having a good game, so we're going to bring Saturano on for him. And with Piccolo tired, we've got Menard. Gatto can play on that side. I am tempted to... Let's bring Gatto on that side and just see what he does. Right, we're going with that for now. Pump fists and go out there and make a difference, which we're good. And underway again. Pinto and Mazarani are now tired, and we'll run them through to full time. Ignore that because we can, and barring any major mishaps. We've won this one. The first game of the episode, we've won a comfortable I say comfortable. It was a 2-1 win there. Good stuff, and a good win to set us on our way. Let's have a look, see how that does for the table. And there we are, 5 points behind Bari now, and 7 points in front of Juve Sabia, and we are clear, 21 points clear of Teramo, outside the playoff places. And so there we are. All right, there's a big must be an international break or winter break, I would think, 18 days down to the next game before we come back for there. Rizzo gets the praise from this one. A handshake, superb in front of goal last time, well done. Korea, things are looking rosy for the current manager. Tonakai and Albertini both have got the yellow card limit, and I think that means that they will miss out on the next game, which will be, when we sort of settle down, the next game of the episode is against Kavess, and Kavess currently are bottom of the table, 13 points, right down the bottom there. Won just 4 games so far this season. Vitabase they beat, Verbanos, Teramo, Vitus Francavilla, who I don't think we've played yet, but yeah, that's where we're at. So without any more to do, we will come back with that game, and can we make it a winning episode? Let's hope so. And before we come back with the team that faces Kavess in this second game of the episode, a little bit of update on what's happening in the transfer, because it may affect who plays in this game. Reginaldo, who was 37, we did say we were going to start to try and offload some of the older players. He has left for Ostend for £30,000. Also takes a huge chunk off our wages. I think he was on 3,500, something like that. So he has taken that drop. Well, not we've taken that drop in wages, and we've also brought in Pietro Visconti. He is a left-sided wing back. He's on 3.5 stars. He will be the number one. He's number one to Pinto. Between Pinto and him are pretty much they're the two that are in the running for that position as it currently stands. He comes in. He is 31 years old, so not the youngest of players, but he has come in. He's got 3.5 star current ability, 3.5 star potential ability, so not expecting him to increase that much, but as I say, for now he's definitely going to, we've signed him on a year's, just over the rest of this year and next season contract, so we can offload him, and he is on £925 a week, which is a vast difference to the 3,000 something that Reginaldo was on at 37 years of age. Needless to say, he's on 4k where he's gone. So anyway, we'll see how that all progresses, but I just thought you should see what was going on there. We have a couple of other irons to find. Vincente, he's pretty much on his way out. In fact, I think he signed a contract, if I'm not rightly mistaken. He has. He's going on the 1st of March. I'm not quite sure why the 1st of March. It must be something to do with where he's going. One would guess he goes on the 1st of March. And he's offloaded another 1.7k off of our wage bill. Another Brazilian out of our things, and Nana Welbeck, he's going on an end of contract Not sure he's actually gone, or has he gone? Yes, he has. He's signed to go to Sarajevo, but not until the summer. So he will still be available to us in the meantime. Is this an incoming? No, an outgoing. We have signed a contract, updated contract with Magentix, and that's a staff member coming in. Any ins? No. Nothing at the moment. So that is pretty much the roundup on the transfers. So without any more to do, let's go through to the team selection. And here we are with the team that we are putting out today. Santoro stays in goal. In fact, I did say I was going to change those two around, and we are going to change those around. Confetti is going to get his opportunity now. So Confetti is our goalkeeper. Pinto, Clayton, Silvestri and Pellegrini are our backline. D'Alessio and Rizzo are our central midfield. Piccolo and Maserani on the attacking wings, and Masso and Saro are our strikers. We have a few still out on international duty, which is also why we've got Gatto on the bench. He's injured, so won't be able to play him. Santoro, Zanini, Rosea, Gatto, Visconti, Welbeck, Arena, Sanche, Pivanello, Mana, Calpai and Strano are on there. Visconti is on the bench, so he's obviously, I'm not quite sure why we put him on the bench. Maybe he needs fitness before we put him in the side, but looking at this side, not exactly 100% fit themselves, are they? So we'll see how we go for this one. So this could be a bit of interesting match in a way, on account that we've sliced and diced the team a little bit. He's going to have number 37 because we've put him on the bench. He's on one of the youth side, just to make up numbers, to give us a full bench. Oh, apologies for that. And there is the obligatory team sheet. Right, been on a good run lately. Go out there and impress me. Or should we do the media one? Let's do the media one. That looks favourite. Just a couple of the players need a little bit of a leg up. Piccolo isn't. Silvestri. Faith in you, go out there and make a difference. And we will actually just give Confetti a little bit of a pat on the back as well. So, can we win this game? Make it a winning episode if we can. And they have an attack on early on, always giving it back. Oh, and no, within 2 minutes we are a goal down. I don't think it's anything to do with a lot of pinging around in the penalty area here. We didn't really get rid of it. Pellegrini give it back. He was headed down, and then a long range shot from just outside the area, and we're behind. Do have the highlight from kickoff though. Either we're going to go 2-0 down, or we're going to get this back very, very quickly. Piccolo to D'Alessio, Maserati to Rizzo. Rizzo comes forward. He finds Pellegrini. Pellegrini inside to Rizzo. Rizzo looking for a way forward. He's got the cross in. Oh, that hit the post and nearly went in. Quite sure what really happened there. And disappointing start. Pellegrini throws it into Maserani into the area. Piccolo didn't quite have a clean shot there, and they are on the counter. And we have a free kick just inside our area. Pellegrini to Maserani. Pellegrini He's managed to get the cross in. Ooh. So we're having chances. Just not produced, but they do look dangerous on the counter. And they've put that wide and got it and crossed it back in. It's in the area and still there. Comes back out again. We need to get rid of these balls upfield. Away from the danger zone. Pellegrini throws in. Piccolo heads it backwards. And they are on a counter here. Confetti coming out for this. And manages to save the day. Silvestri, I notice, has picked up a yellow card. That's a long pump forward and way too hard. Nobody there. Goalkeeper more than able to look after that. And they come again. They're doing us damage and they've got inside and got number 2. Right. Not good. First of all, we need to go attacking. Secondly, I need to berate the team because we're just getting caught cold. And in the end, he had all the time in the world. A lot of pointing going on there from one of our players. Not quite sure what that was all about. Just onside as the ball was played. I think it was Pinto doing the pointing. Pellegrini to Saro. Back to Pellegrini to Risotto. Pellegrini to Risotto. Or Rizzo. I want to call him Risotto. I like Risotto. And we still haven't told Silvestri to calm down, which I think is a good opportunity right now to do that. And again, we seem to have we've had 9 shots, 3 of which are on target, 59% of the possession, and haven't made them count. That's in. Saro gets his 2nd goal of the season, a lovely free kick from Piccolo, and we have got one back right on half time. It's a good header by Saro. And we'll go half time, one goal down. At least we did get a goal in the end, 2 minutes into injury time. And as I say, we theoretically have had the better of that half. I'm going to point the finger, show me something else in the second half, for sure. I'm not sure Amasso is the right player up front. We might have a look in a minute and see what we've got on the bench. Point finger, I'm not happy with that performance. Saro, Piccolo are okay. Mazzarani's okay. Saro, I'm just going to give him a little bit of a G up. Happy with your performance. Piccolo. Stretched arms. Happy with your performance. Rizzo, we'll do the same with him. Pump fist. Silvestri will tell to avoid getting another yellow card. And everybody else is all okay. Let's just have a quick look at the tactics. Do we have... I'm not sure we have another striker on the bench, you know. Gatto is probably... and he's injured. Really shouldn't be playing him at all. Piccolo could go in there, and we have got a number of left-sided attackers we could use. Again, Gatto we need to avoid. Masso could play left or right. We could just swap those two around for now and just see if that has any effect. See if Amaso has a better game on that wing. If not, we could bring on one of the other players. Silvestri not having the best of games in defence there. Maybe he was responsible for one of those mistakes at the back there. Let's go through to the dressing room, and no changes as in substitutes specifically. They have a corner and they've got their third goal. We are looking decidedly poor, and I don't think it's because of the fact that we've got rid of Reginaldo. I feel sure, unless it's upset the team. Mazarani with the free kick, and we do have, it's disallowed. D'Alio was offside. Yeah, D'Alio was offside when the original kick was taken. Masso isn't having a good game, so I think it's time to change him. Who for? I don't know. Zanini. Can play in that position. Hang on a minute, let's undo that for a second, I think. Let's switch that back. Who do you reckon on Zanini on? We really need to bring a striker in sooner than later. That is a surety. And Zanini. Oh, we got Mena. Now Mena, he's had a good game. We'll bring him on because he has had a good game just recently out in the under 20s, scoring 3 goals. So wonder if he can do something for us today. We have a corner. It's not come to anything. Diallo to Rizzo. Rizzo to Mena. Mena into Piccolo, and Piccolo's missed the shot. 72 minutes gone, and Cavas are at bottom of the table, which is even more disappointing given what's happened. Maybe I should have kept Sorrento on. Pellegrini is tired and wants to come off. Pellegrini for Rozia in that defensive position. Maybe we swap and bring Santoro on as well, do we, at this stage? We can make 5 changes, bring Santoro back on. One more change, one more pump fist. Have ability to make a difference. Go out and do it. And see what we can do. Saro is now tired. Gatto is injured, and I can't really think it would be a good idea to bring Gatto on. He's not showing as injured on here, but with 87 minutes gone, we're not going to do much in the way of ability to change this game around now. Pellegrini picked up a yellow card before he came off, and we have lost this one 3-1. disappointing result. And yes, what can we say? I'm hoping my tweaking and playing around hasn't done us any damage. So Juve Stabia drew with Turris, so they haven't caught us too much, caught us by a point. So there is a 6-point gap between us and them, but it does mean that the gap between us and Bari has now opened up somewhat, which is a bit of a worry. Santorino will be back hopefully off international duty fairly soon, and we really do need that to happen fairly quickly. Right, by the time you come next time, I think we will have pretty much out of the transfer window. In fact, we will be. We're coming back at the start of February for Bari and Foggia, or Foggia, in the next episode, and then obviously we are very quickly motoring down to the end of the season. We will probably get another episode in around about here, and then down to the last 2 games of the season. Hopefully it will all to play for by the time we get there. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Keep up to date with all future episodes of this and new series as they are released. New episodes of the Sicilian Defence are currently released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 PM. And if you want to keep up to date with what's happening on this channel and more, why not follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode, which will be episode 6 and should be out on Friday. Till then, goodbye.